Yo, 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 yo. What's up, people? It's me. It's me. Being only as I can be. STIMP. Don't forget the beef. And I'll be here. And I'm here. Welcoming y'all to the motherfucking show that you love the most. Where it's the flyest, gray bearded person that you ever known. It is me. It is your guy. Beefy McFly. Doing the best I can, being the best I can be, and never being something that I couldn't be. You see? Welcome to the Boost or Take Show. Got my guy Scully Panda right here. If y'all would like to get a nice little skulled up panda that's on doing flaming things, that's only doing things that only the skull one can, give me a jingle. Give me a ringle, and I'll holler back. Make sure you get it that. If you understand me, because I understand you. It's Wild Wednesday. And you know what it is about Wild Wednesday. Things go crazy, things go hard, and people put it in and let you know we up here on the boulevard. Some stories from all over the world, stories from your next door neighbor, stories from your old school girlfriend, or just some shit that you seen that made you say, what in the world? If you understand me. So, with that being said, as I always say, and with said being that, man, you better understand I'm here. And I ain't your motherfucking friend. But I am your friend because you on the show. You here to come out here to give us the quotes of the quotes that we need the most. It's me, Beefy McFly, and not holding nothing back, and I'm over the eye. Doing things that makes no one else make sense. But today, I want to hit y'all up with some things that just don't make no sense. And when I'm saying the things that don't make no sense, that's just what I mean by it. You know, for you people that are a little sensitive, for you people that don't like to hear certain things, well, this ain't the show for you. But you gotta stay with it. You gotta listen to it because the shit that comes out of the mouths or the emails that come this way makes motherfucker be like, ooh, wee, baby. Now that's boost. Now that's take. And that's why you gotta understand what is boost or take. Because everything that goes up also has a way down. Everything that goes left must come back to the right. You understand what I'm saying here, man? Take the good with the bad, take the happy with the sad, take the ugly with the pretty, and yes, indeedy. Because everything that comes from something rough, something rugged, turns out to be a beautiful motherfucker. They once said the ugly duckling. It was an ugly thing. But once it matured and got right, that turned into a great swan. So understand what it is and what it ain't. If you understand anything. It's Thanksgiving is tomorrow. Happy Thanksgiving to all those that's going to be with your fam bam and all that good shit. And Thanksgiving, you know, depend on where you fall on it, how you feel about it, it's on you. I'm going to say like this, no matter how you feel, but you best to go hook up with your fam or your friends, however you do it, to make them ends win. It is me again. I am your guy. I am me. And as me being me, and the only thing that I can be is me, I want to hit you with some things. You know, I'll be honest with you people. I talk to you. We'll tell you what it's about, how I do, and what's going on. And I got stories of all kind. I get emails from people. I also get stories from when I'm doing my jobs. Because they say to become a millionaire, you can't just have one job. To become a millionaire, you can't just have two jobs. unless you an NBA something, unless you a athlete, an NFL player, hockey. You know what I'm saying? Major League Baseball. Unless you in them realms or something, even a professional wrestler. It's hard to just have one job to get you a million. A tennis player, a pro golfer. It's hard. And even them get them a side job, and those is called endorsements. And we're looking for people to endorse us. Come on. Come on. People that with some hair product, you see these long locks? Who wants me to be? Who wants to put these long locks on they? You know what I'm saying though? This is where it gotta be. That's just what I'm saying. What? You know, I say we looking for people who wanna give the product. And like I said, I'm your perfect for any hair care people. Y'all wanna put your hair product in these long, luxurious, wavy locks that I have. I'm ready to be your spokesperson. So come on. Ain't even for you people with the beard. Y'all want to see somebody, you know what I'm saying? Nah. Even if it's just for men, but I don't believe in Beijing. I just like to keep it nice and leaving. You know what I'm saying? This is what God made me, and I don't have to fix what God made. Because you know why? Because he made me to be me, and I have to do the best what he gave me. And really much what he's gave me is a gift to gab the looks of a sab to be all up on yo. Yada saying no. I got Lady Lex in here. Hello. Uh, and
Hello.
having she's having mic problems.
No, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound kind of far, like you in a laundromat or something.
Oh, I'm in the car.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. So whoever you with, if you with, tell her I said hello. Oh, I can't do it.
It's the Uber driver.
The Uber driver, tell Uber driver to follow the Booster Take Show. Make sure he puts it on his YouTube feed. Let him know that you ain't normal. That you a yay area celebrity. A yay a celeb out of the bay. You are Lady Lex, the one that flex, that cuts man and tell that motherfucker to cut the check. If you dig that, then you dig it with me. And it's Wild Wednesday. Tell them to like, follow, and subscribe. We on all the platforms that platforms can be provided by. And we even looking for a sponsorship. We could get sponsored by the Uber or Lyft. Cause we gonna get you where you need to be when you need to be there. Yeah, you see, I'm ready. I'm commercial made, baby. You know what I'm saying? Come on, people. Come on and mess with us. How you doing though, Lexi? I see you with you on the way to where you on your way to? You about to get to cooking up some whipping up some turkey and yams and hams, bam, 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 bam.
Yes, I'm on my way to Jazzy's because we're cooking.
Yazzie time, okay. What
Yes.
what is you and Yazzie cooking up this week, this
So
for
I
this
make
day?
so I'm making smothered turkey wings, dressing, and ham. And Jazz was gonna make deviled eggs, green beans, and deviled eggs, green beans, and the macaroni and cheese.
Yeah. Yeah, after I finish this podcast, I'm gonna try to run to a store near me. I've been looking for some chops of lamb because I want me a rack, if you see. I ain't really
Okay,
tripping on the
that's what you
turkey.
want.
I ain't tripping on the
Okay.
others. I just want some of that lamb with some rosemary, some other.
Yeah, I had some. I got some lamb in the freezer.
Mm-hmm. I
I
might have
like
to cut.
lamb.
You might have to put the code in so I could borrow your lamb. I'll pay you for it. But
Oh, it's only 5 little lamb chops. It's just me. It's a
huh?
small pack. It's only 5 little lamb chops. It's just me.
That's good. It's only gonna be me. Don't you know what I'm saying? Lady McFly doesn't partake into the finer things. She doesn't. She
Oh,
doesn't.
okay.
She just denies instead of trying to see that she actually likes something. You know, small minded sometimes instead of opening up the horizon. So I'm you know, I'm not gonna be with Fam Lie tomorrow. I'm not gonna be with one side or this side. I'm gonna be at a JOB collecting that COIN, that coin you see, because I got to get it.
Oh,
I
okay.
got to get it. And I would have been outside riding around, but it's getting kind of I'm starting to feel a little tingle in the throat, so I had to come and do me some lemon and tea and things, and I almost made a hot toddy, but I said I might decide to go back outside for the night. So I didn't even do the hot toddy because I don't want to be driving unresponsibly. You dig? That's why people bring a lift.
Oh, I feel
So
you.
the lift be the desi and they could get sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Wild Wednesday. And and when how far are you from your destination?
Not too far. There's no traffic out though. I should be there. I think it's at I forgot what it said. Six
Mm,
36 or something. 6:58.
okay, yeah, you got a little over 10 minutes to get there. Yeah, it was a lot of traffic out
Yeah.
earlier. And I
Yeah,
end
there
up
was a
getting
ton of traffic.
I end up picking up a young sister today, and I had to take her to a place that we all know called Pick and Pool.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'm thinking I was going to drop her off to go work because she looked like she might have been a person that's worked the booth or something. And she's like, no, I'm going to go pick up my car because a cousin of hers broke her windshield.
Oh, damn.
And you know what I'm saying? And at first I was thinking she was meaning one of her female cousins, but it was a man cousin.
Mm.
And she started breaking down the situation. So let me break down what she broke down to me. This is a true events happening, people. And I told her I'm part of a podcast. I am the owner, provider, and all of this other podcast. Do you mind me telling this wild story? She said no, because some of this shit needs to be heard. I said, okay, no problem. So this is the story. And if anybody else, the other people that supposed to be on here, they join in and chime in, I would let them know. But peep this. So, it's 2 nights before Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
And she was saying that her auntie came over to help her prep for Thanksgiving and stuff. And in the midst of prepping, they was having some beverages, and her auntie's son came over there, and they're drinking. Then the son and the mother started having an argument, and they wasn't having a disagreement inside the house. They end up taking it outside, and where this young lady stay at, it's like in a very quiet area. It was a quiet area in in a suburb of the Bay Area. If people know about suburb, it's a suburb near Oakland and near Hayward. So you can figure it out yourself if you understand what a suburb like. If some people don't know, that's on you. So she's like, it's quiet. And they end up going outside and they're arguing, and he's getting very loud. And They're going back and forth. She's like, "Can y'all turn it down a little bit? Come back in the house. It's doing too much. I got neighbors. You know what I'm saying? It's a quiet area. We don't need people calling the police because this is y'all you doing too much." He said that to the boy. And so as the man, he started yelling at her, telling her, "Bitch, you can shut your motherfucking ass up. You don't know what the fuck you talking about all in me and my mother's business." I said, "Oh damn." And then he started getting hostile and he ran up in her face. I'm like, okay, I'm thinking, why would a man run up in a female, especially your family member, your female cousin face, because she's telling you to be quiet, and then he start getting, "You think I give a fuck? Fuck you, fuck your place, fuck your neighbors. They can kiss my royal high yellow ass." I said, "Oh, hmm." And then she's like, they was drinking. She said she had a bottle. He comes, runs up like he was gonna fire on her. She like, "Hold on, step back." He gets in her face another time. "Bitch, I ain't gotta do a motherfucking thing, bitch. Bitch, bitch, bitch." And the way she's saying it, I'm like, the way you're saying things is, homeboy lives an alternative lifestyle. She's like, "Yeah, he's down low." I said,
I can tell when you said bitch, motherfucking ass. I was like, he's for the girls. He's for the ghouls.
So I said, because it do kind. I said, now you make it kind of sense, because shouldn't no man be running up on their cousin or their sister, auntie, mama, and then what man argues with their mother? Us men, we don't argue with our mamas. We say what we gotta say. Like, "Moms, you might be whoop whoop whoop. You're doing too much, and calm down, yada yada." And then out of respect and love, because that's the person that created you. "I love you, mama. I'm gone. I'm about to walk away." That's what you're supposed to do as a man. You don't sit there and go back and forth with your mother. That's that's things that, not to be funny, but women argue with the mamas. Even they shouldn't even do that neither. You shouldn't argue with your mother. You know. So, oh, hey, Jazzy Time, how you doing?
Hey, what's up,
Welcome
y'all?
to Welcome to Wild Wednesday. It's you and Lady Lex on here, and I'm breaking down Lady Lex about a wild story that was told to me, and I'm gonna recap a little bit to catch you up. This story happened 2 days ago.
Mhm.
Um, and out today, out doing some lifting. I picked up a person in the suburban area of in between Oakland and Hayward. You know what I'm saying? So you can figure it out where that in between area could be in a suburban. And I picked up this sister, and she was going to pick and pull to go get her car because her cousin bust her windshield, because the cousin was arguing with the mother, and as they was prepping food for Thanksgiving. So as the son and the mother was arguing, she's trying to calm it down, telling them, "Hey, y'all in front of my house with this now. Cut that shit out. Can we bring it back in?" And telling the male cousin, "I think you need to go." And he's like, "Fuck you, fuck these neighbors, fuck everybody, and fuck what you saying. They all could kiss my high yellow ass." So as she's explaining the things, I had to inject with a comment. I said, "Does your cousin live an alternative lifestyle?" She's like, "Yeah, he's down low." And I was like, sounds like that, because no man is supposed to argue with their mother, especially you a full grown man. You're not supposed to argue with your mother. And as I was saying, most times people that argue with the mothers be the daughters, but they shouldn't even do that neither. But you know, you don't argue with the parental union, your manufacturer, the person who manufactured you. You should not argue with them people because they could have ended you early in life or even before you came. They brought you in here as a man. If you arguing with your mama, you shouldn't be. You just say what you got to say. Give your mama a hug. Go about your business. Let that shit go. So, but homeboy is fuck you, all these other things and all this shit. So he runs up in her face. Hey, Tycoon, how you doing? Welcome to Wild Wednesday. So the guy, he runs up in the mama face. He runs up in the cousin face. And the cousin says she has a bottle of Don Julio. So the third time he lunges at the female cousin with his fist ball. While she see the fist ball, he's lunging. She cracked him with the Don Julio bottle. So his retaliation was to snatch a roasting pan, fling the roasting pan at her windshield, and screaming, "I could give a flying fuck about whatever any of you motherfuckers is doing or saying around here. Call the police, bitches." This is what she's saying, this cat, and I'm just like, wow, very dramatic unnecessarily. And what type of person does that? Then try to through grab the frying the roasting pan, bust the windshield, bust another window, and then threw it at the mother and the cousin, to where her brother, who was asleep and sleep, woke up and had to physically random um the high yellow cousin, because as he said, everybody could kiss his high yellow pretty ass. So I'm saying, you know what? He's having like a real as Lady McFly would call it, a bitch fit. So she's like, he does more. He tried to do something to where the cousin just lifted him and tossed him, threw him in the mother's car. He threw him in the mother's car, and then the mother ended up taking the dude home. The mama called back, but basically he wigged out and cost her almost $400 in getting windshield and a window fixed at Pick and Pull. And so my response was, did he shoot you some money for paying for it? She's like, no. The motherfucker gonna say, oh well, bitch, you shouldn't have hit me with the bottle. That's on you. And I said, well, damn. And it was, what else was she said that happened? By that time, after, because the mother drove them all, the police then came now and stuff. She explains it, but nobody ends up going to jail or nothing. So, with that being said, for that wild story, what do you think about that? Or if I have to repeat it all over a goddamn again.
No, that's crazy. Like you said, first of all, it's crazy that he even was arguing with his mama. And that he busted out his cousin's window, like, and then said, charge it to the gang. Like, what the hell? He got dragged.
And then the mother calls back like, oh, I'm about to come back over there. I dropped him off. I'm going to come back over and help you with it. But,
No, that's
that
okay.
was your fault. It was your fault that your car got broke, your windshield got broke because you didn't let him just rant and rave. What's happening, Jamie? D Rilla, how y'all doing? Welcome to Wild Wednesday.
And
Doing good, doing good.
they got the nerve to side with him. Like, no, you don't need to come back. That's okay.
yeah, because and so I was like, okay, I said, and I was like, so the mother is justifying her son, who is also her daughter,
What?
busting
Wait,
the
wait, what?
busting busting your windshield in your things, and still have the nerve to come back to your house to try to help you, but blaming you.
Wait,
So,
wait. You said, repeat what you just said.
all
Your
right,
son, who is also your daughter. That's what you
yeah,
just said?
yeah, that's what I said.
Ooh,
Her son, who is also her daughter.
okay.
So, I mean, that person lives an alternative lifestyle. So, and it's like the mama is trying to say that it's her fault because they was drinking, and she could have just shut up and let him rant and rave because that's what he do.
You called him a solder. He's
Um,
a daughter.
a
Uh,
son daughter.
a son daughter, yeah, a shim.
Oh, I'm also
Oh, I'm on
downstairs,
the.
Dad.
Alexis, you
That,
outside now?
that's
Yes.
why they say
Girl,
he
why
is
you didn't tell
him,
me?
or them is they, or her is her, or she. That's why they
Yeah,
say.
because basically, what before you guys got on, I'm gonna repeat this one more time. I was doing Lyft. I picked up a person in the suburban area next to Oakland,
Get away
next
from
to
there.
Hayward. You can figure that area out. The girl needed to go pick her car up from Pick and Pull because her cousin wigged out on her and his mama in front of it, started in the house and then took it outside and was making a big old scene in the outside, yelling, telling everybody to kiss his high yellow ass. He could give a flying fuck about how you feel. Fuck your neighbors. Fuck this neighborhood. And fuck you for trying to tell me what to do. And constantly running up in the mother's face and running up in the cousin's face. Then the third time he ran up in the face with his fist closed, the cousin had a bottle of Don Julio and said, whoopee, with the Don Julio on homeboy head. The homeboy reaction was to take a roasting pan out the house and throw it into her car windshield. Then grab the roast hill and start busting the car windows out, making more of a scene. And then the brother woke up, picked High Yellow up, and threw High Yellow in the car into the mother's
Yeah.
car, and the mother drove off with High Yellow Troublemaker. Who, and as I asked the way how she was describing, I said, does your cousin live an alternative lifestyle? And she's like, yeah, he's down low. I said, explains a lot. And I said, because he was acting like a girl. I said, that's kind of girl stuff. Men don't argue with their mothers. Men might have a disagreement with the mother and just tell the mother
No.
how they feel, give their mama a hug or hang up the phone and say, Mama, I'm going to talk to you later. I love you, and go
William,
about your
go
business.
play.
It-
Go.
it's
Go.
mostly women who argue with their mothers, but even at that, that's still not justifiable. You don't argue with the parental unit. You don't argue with your manufacturer. So, so all that it cost the girl $300-400 to get, the windows fixed. Windshield 300. Um, shit cost basically a 5 to 700, and getting two windows fixed at $200 each roll up window. So about $500-700 out the pocket because of an unruly alternative cousin. And then the mother calls back like, I'm pulling back up to finish helping you with the to do the preparation for Thanksgiving, and tells her that it's her fault that that her window got broke because if she wouldn't have
Mm.
said the stuff to him or wouldn't have tried to just wouldn't let him just run his mouth and get it all out, that none of that would have happened. And no one is offering to give her any money on her vehicle that was caused because she was trying not to have them argue in front of her property. So, uh, Tycoon, I
Me,
don't know what happened. So,
me, boy,
huh?
it would have been weaves flying. It would have been ass whooped. It would have been, man. It would have been this is almost like the other shit the other night we was talking about. You know, when we were talking about the mother killed the daughter or something like that or whatever. And then you come tonight
Um,
with that
y'all, real
and
quick.
stop.
Alexis, where are you?
In the
Now,
front on 12, on the where I always be.
You on 12th? You on Tennessee Street, my side, or you on
Yeah,
3rd Street by the train?
I'm on Tennessee Street because I told you I was
Okay,
hey,
in
I'm around the
Elizabeth.
corner. I'll be right
hey,
there.
we
My
on our
side,
way.
y'all.
We on our way since you dropping your location.
You a lie. Just like that mama that was trying to come back. You a lie, girl. You ain't coming to help me prep nothing. You gonna prep yourself into an ass whooping.
Right. Okay. All right. Look, what we was talking about the other night when the mama killed the daughter or something like that. Now,
Yeah.
I'd have went up there and got one of them old leather belts, or maybe some brass knuckles or something. That's probably what she needs or something like that. And went to commission whooping an ass. That's what I would have done. I don't give a
But
fuck.
you got to understand, dude is a dude, but he's not a dude. He's an alternative lifestyle member. If you
That's
touch
her
him
fault.
So he can still get his ass whooped.
and you go to jail,
Hey, she said the
Self
right
defense.
time.
He busted my car.
Hey,
Yeah, you don't. You come to my house. You disrespect my house. I'ma say maybe San Lorenzo, Castro Valley, or something. So I'm black, living in a suburban like neighborhood, and you want to come over here and draw attention to my home, not calm down when I ask you to calm down, lunge at me like you finna do something, and you got your ass hit. And I sure would have called the police, and I would have filed a police report and filed victim of violent crime because I get my money back one way or another.
see, now you as a woman, it wouldn't have been no problem. But if it was me, Tycoon, D-Rella, Jamie, that's why the brother lifted it up, placed it into the vehicle, and told the mama to drive off. Jamie,
Yeah, we'll listen up to it till the woman to drive off.
Tycoon,
Yeah, I'm here.
uh, no thought.
Nah, man, it's a lot. I'm trying to still wrap my head around the story that you was explaining. And I mean, yeah, people should. I mean, I'm not gonna get on it because, like you said, alternative lifestyle members. But I will say that especially if you're talking about a younger person, it was different. Just like we was talking about with sports the other day, as far as sportsmanship. As far as generations, it got to do with manners and respect. What you were saying, I was trying to understand. I was trying to understand why the person was just flashing like that in the first place.
Yeah, it's from the young lady that was in that I was giving the ride to. She was like, "Yeah, he's fighting with demons and stuff." So you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
Well, I mean, it is.
But
It's fine. I mean, some people say that, but I mean, I look at it kind of like like you said, as a bit. It is a mental issue because I'm feeling like a person is having a hard time dealing with reality, whether it's what they identify as or how the world works around them. Some people really can't handle it. If one thing is out of place, they flip out. You got some people that think that the world should go their way, you know, and sometimes things don't go like that. So yeah, but at the same time, it was like that when we was growing up, but you still had to learn some self control. You know what I mean?
oh yeah, but when we
So
was
I
growing up,
don't really.
if somebody from the alternative lifestyle got unruly, they could get dealt with without really no repercussions being took towards the person that is not in that alternative
Well,
lifestyle.
I mean, in that aspect, yes and no, because you're right. I mean, certain laws has changed in the forms of assault, but at the same time, they're still kind of the same. Because if you really put hands on a person to the point where they got marks or bleed, you go, you gonna get arrested regardless of who they is. You feel me? I mean, depending on unless they started it or some shit like that, and y'all both got marks. You feel me? Somebody gonna go to jail, or everybody just gonna go home, depending on the
So
officer. But
yeah, so the
I mean,
mother,
yeah, anybody can get their ass whooped. I heard somebody say that a minute ago too. Like, yeah, it don't matter. You still
Yeah,
get your
she,
ass whooped.
yeah. Jazzy Tom told me she just threatened me and just told me that she was gonna whoop my ass if I show up and shit. So you know, I'm gonna kind of
I
keep
did not
quiet and
say
shit, but
that.
I sure
I
don't.
said
I
I
sure don't
said
want
that
to get my
mother that
ass
tried
whooped
to
and
come
shit.
back to
I don't want.
help
I don't
prep.
want
She would have prepped her ass into an ass whooping.
oh, I thought you was threatening me. I was like, I don't want to get my ass whooped. I really
Mm-mm.
don't. I really don't. But hey, to make a comment on that, I blame the parent. And the reason why
the
I blame the parent is because for the simple fact is that parenting within these last 2 to 3 generations has been trashed. I ain't gonna say everybody, what I'm saying, had a mama and daddy at home and stuff, but when you get too comfortable with your children, they ain't watching your children or what they're doing and how they acting or how you raising them, that comes into a big factor. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like, I've seen people put children in front of TV with Barney, and I don't know if everybody know who Barney is and shit, but Dora and all that stuff like that. And these kids just they teaching kids to self-express yourself, but the parent is letting them self-express themselves, but they ain't checking stuff like they should be. I ain't gonna be smoking no weed. If I did smoke weed, I ain't gonna be smoking no weed with my child, my children. I ain't even gonna be drinking with them unless they over the age to drink. You know what I'm saying? Letting them come in any kind of hours, doing what the hell they want to do, missing school, not checking what they doing, what they watching, what they eating, with who they be with, and stuff like that. I'm not gonna do that. Because for the simple fact, I'm gonna keep reins on my children until they old enough, even after the age of 18. If I feel that they're able to survive on their own and they have enough, common sense in the world, I'll let them go. But I still will keep, an eye on like I always do with my children now and stuff. Ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way that should have even happened. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say, man.
yeah, and then I feel that the mother is wrong because whatever was going on between you and your child, y'all brought that bullshit to somebody else's house, your niece's house. Then, because your son daughter decided to get extra emotional and run up in a person's face because they saying, quote, I could give a flying fuck about what's going on. Fuck your motherfucking neighbors. They could kiss my high yellow ass.
Oh, I'd have let him go to jail, or they, or him, or whatever. Hey, I want to make a comment, right? And we're gonna go back a couple shows on Wild Wednesday, and I'm gonna give you a prime example of a parent, Jazzy Time. Now, we be on the Wild Wednesdays, but what does she do? She's raising her child. She watches after her child. You know what I'm saying? She's correcting her child. A lot of people don't correct their children. They let the children correct the parent. You know what I'm
Man,
saying? And I'm just spitting real game and stuff. If you got kids, I've seen people, the kids just, man, look, I don't know where I was at. I don't, might have been in Walmart or Target. I was somewhere. Kids just running around, doing whatever they want to do, throwing clothes off the stuff and everything. The parent ain't even paying attention to the child. Parenting needs to go and come back because you got in the town with when I left, it was bad, but it wasn't that bad. But now you got them YNs that's just, man, they reckless. They don't care. Broad daylight, whatever. Watch your children. Correct your children. You won't have problems like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing against anybody that's living an alternative lifestyle. That's you. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? But I know for a fact my mama only about 100 pounds. I would never dare disrespect my mom or disrespecting it, man. And I'm 50 some years old. But as we said, it's the time and the days we live in and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't think nobody on this thing right here would disrespect their parents or something. You know what I'm saying? Or do whatever they do. You know what I'm saying? Do something to disrespect your parents and shit. I grew up in an age where that you go cut your own switch off the tree, and it better be thick enough, or you would have got smacked in the face or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't
corporal
know.
punishment, which needs to come back. You know, um, as I say, but when the children get a little older, and I could speak of being a bad teenager, and like my mama used to ask me, "Did you go to school today?" I would say, "Yeah, I went to school," and she didn't ask nothing else.
That pork car came though.
But she didn't like when we got old. When I got older, I told her, I said, "Mama, you wasn't asking the right questions, and your mistakes that you didn't do, I do. I try not to do them same mistakes towards my son." So she's like, "What you mean by that?" I said, "You remember in high school, you used to ask me, did I go to school? How was school today?" I'm like, "Yeah, school was cool. I left, have fun. At school, did my thing. But you never asked me, did I go to class?" I said, "You didn't know I wasn't going to class until it was too late. It wasn't nothing that can be done by that time. And the reason why, because you didn't ask if I went to class. I was at school. I was in the hallways. I was in somebody else's classroom. I was in the bleacher smoking weed. I was in the hallway between two lockers filling on girl booty. You know what I'm saying? I was doing a lot, but I wasn't in class. Well, I used to see you doing homework. Oh, that was makeup work. That's why I was sitting in the living room
No,
with what I'm saying, with the
no, no,
music playing, getting
no.
out, getting a whole bunch of work done, so I could still pass. But I wasn't gonna get no A. I wasn't gonna get a B, but I was gonna get a passing grade, even though my work is in late. You know, because that's how it was. That's how it was back then. So when my knucklehead, I would pop up because I wasn't working at that time. I was living a different life. I was outside, illegal. So I make my own
What is that?
hours. And I didn't want my son to end up how I was. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Fuck
Sit
all
down.
that turf shit. Fuck all that extra shit. That shit don't mean nothing. That ain't nothing but a one-way ticket to a jailhouse. I will pop up at his school. I will pop up at the elementary. I
So,
popped up at
what
the
is that?
junior high school. I pop up at the high school. So you better be there. And not just there, you better be in class. Now, my son to tell you the only reason he graduated is because of me. He said if it was left up to him and he wouldn't have done it, he would have just would have been doing what I was doing. Hanging with the homies, smoking weed, possibly drinking. So it goes on to the parenting. It goes on to no matter where which you come from, you better be about something and instill something into your children. And the first thing you always need to do is instill the fear into your children of you.
Hey,
But
that's what I'm
nowadays,
talking
though,
about.
people don't know the difference between discipline and abuse. Because anytime you try to show a kid some discipline, then when everybody else wants to step in and try to act like that they know they're a better parent than you and want to dictate how everybody else parents their child.
Oh yeah.
You
And
know
then
what? One thing that people fail to realize is that you got to be an example to your children. You know what I'm saying? You can't do everything in front of them. You know what I'm
nah.
saying? You can't say everything in front of them. You know what I'm saying? When they say that they going to the mall, pop up on their ass, because that'll get that'll put that fear into them. Like, I don't know when this motherfucker gonna show up. She can, boy, him or her can just show up any kind of fucking time. You know what I'm saying? When I say I'm at the movies, this motherfucker can be was sitting outside the movie. It ain't being in control or you know what I'm saying, abusing your kids. And sometimes sit your kids down and talk. I'm gonna tell you something. I've never laid a hand on my children. My children ain't never been to jail. They ain't never, you know what I'm saying, detour from school. Well, they a couple times they, got suspended from school, but you know what I'm saying, there was valid reasons why they got suspended. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say, condone, children getting suspended from school, but I ain't gonna talk about the situation. But I used to sit my children down and I did alternative punishment. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to beat your kids, beat the fear into your kids. You just got to let them know that, hey, you the child and I'm the parent. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to respect that until you get on your own and you be a parent. Then you'll see what I have to deal with, what I had to go through, what I had to deal with, and the things that I had to, you know what I'm saying, basically sacrifice. You can't just go to no club and have, you know what I'm saying, whatever, you know what I'm saying, go and do your thing and then have random children with a whole bunch of women that you don't even fucking know. You know what I'm saying? That ain't, and then you trying to co-parent with somebody that hate each other and shit, that can't get along and shit. And who suffers? The child suffers because they seeing the shit. They watching TV and they see families on TV and shit. You know what I'm saying? They love coming home and stuff. Oh, how was your grade? You know what I'm saying? Winthorpe. Oh, it was, my grades are good and everything. He's playing football and doing that, living the life and everything, man. Everybody ain't got no life like that. We talking about reality. Even if you co-parenting with somebody, make sure that you have respect for that other person. Don't be calling the bitches weak ass niggas and all kind of other stuff in front of the kids because they're gonna believe that shit. Then all of a sudden, when your kids stop this, or you know what I'm saying, respecting you, what how do you take that? You instill that into them.
Yeah, cause Co-parenting is sometimes
Difficult.
yeah, this is very difficult, especially if you and that other person don't get along, because one parent might be about disciplining the child, and you might not have your child all the time, and then the
That's
other
true.
parent might have the child more, and because you on your discipline, the other parent want to be friend,
Yeah.
or the other parent want to tell your child he or she don't know what the hell they talking about. They just trying to room stop you and then allowing things that you would never allow. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you've been through the street life, or you made enough mistakes in the world, whether it's street life or just life. Some parent, out of spite that you're not with them anymore, will unwillingly destroy their child
Yeah.
and make it and do nonsensical shit, not being logic when they're raising their children, letting the excuses go. You know what I'm saying? Like I only, like I said, everything in life only can speak on my behalf. It was one time my knucklehead, he was over here with me, and he was in here high capping, talking about how good of a
Yeah.
basketball player he is. He's better than NBA players and all this shit. And this was in high school. So me being me, well, let's go to this park. Show me you this good. Show me you got a shot better than Curry. Show me your dribbling is better than Kyrie Irving. You doing all this talking. I'm not your friend, boy. I'm your parent. So and if you really is this good, and if I can see that you this good, I'm gonna do everything in my power to get you to where you need to be. The knucklehead gonna tell me I ain't got the right shoes on. What? You ain't got the right shoes on, boy. You right now telling me you ain't no real player. We used to play in Chuck Taylors. Oh, and only play on the hardwood. Boy, you're making up excuses. He pissed me off. I don't play basketball, but I had a basketball here. You know why I had a basketball? Because I know my son played basketball. So when he come over, I gotta have you things to do. You not just gonna sit in the house and play video games, because that's not what I did. I was outside. And yeah, I made a lot of stupid decisions being outside, but at the same time, being outside teaches you a lot of shit. And you can learn from other people's mistakes if you're wise. But coming up, we get in a car, I'm getting ready to drive him over to the park. Oh, I only play on this. And I'm flashing. The boy wants to get on the phone and call his mother. Mama, come get me. Mama, come get me. And I told this woman, if you jump in that car and come and get this boy, you are setting him up for failure in life.
Speak.
If you get your ass up and come and rescue him because he's running his mouth about what he's doing and is not willing to show, you're telling him it's okay to just talk. It's okay to not be about what you talking about, that he don't have to stand on his words. And as a man, that's the only thing we have is our nuts and our word.
I've still got mine, so I ain't that.
So that day, nah, she didn't come get him. She didn't come get him because she know I wasn't going for it. And he tells me about, he's like, yeah, I was doing stupid shit. I wasn't making the right decision because uh my mama was being more friendly than being mama, you know. But that goes, like I said, where when y'all not together, it's hard to keep the reign on your child like you want to. Because when y'all in a broken home, when there's when the two most important people are like this to you, the child subconsciously is always going to go to the one that's less disciplined.
Yeah, the weaker side, the
It's
pacifying side.
exactly, and that's what's wrong with the generation of children right now. It's so many broken homes, and a lot of kids know how to play off it. You might think because they're 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old, they don't know nothing. Shit.
Yeah, they
Those
it
child,
start it start when they're about 2 or 3 years old. They know which
yeah.
parent is loving and which one is disciplined and which one give them snacks. You know what I'm saying? When
Well,
they
when you got
cry
to
and
earn
shit, hush your
something,
mouth up and everything. You know, come here, baby. You know what I'm saying? They know. That's how they learn. But when y'all both solid, you know what I'm saying? It's a time to pacify a child, and then it's a time to discipline a child and to teach a child. That's the success of life. Everything is not gonna be like a storybook and everything like that. It wasn't meant to be like that. You know what I'm saying? But I know to this day, I have one child, I mean, you know what I'm saying, one kid's mother, and I would never talk bad about her no matter how bad I feel or what she did or what she doing or whatever and stuff. I would never do that because the kids will try to play you. I've had my children call me and tell me, "Yo, my mom, man, everybody." I said, "What did you do in order for her to do this?" I start questioning stuff because of the simple fact is that I want to know what happened. Even my daughter does that. And I tell her, I said, "Look, she is the mother. You are the daughter. Don't call me with a disagreement between you and her. You know what I'm saying? You work that out with your mom. I'm not what you want me to call your mom and cuss her out. No, I'm not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. You figure it out. You're an adult. You make that shit right with your mom. You know what I'm saying? Because she would have never said nothing to you if you didn't do something. That's just for future. You know what I'm saying? If you want parenting advice, my link ain't on there, but just email the Booster Tech Show.
any other parents want to chime in?
Well, I've been listening, and it's a few things I want to say. It's for sure somebody said it like it ain't just what you tell your child. It's about what you do in front of your child and stuff like that. Because like my daughter, she's only 3, right? But she do more what I do than what I say. Like she tries to copy everything I do, and so like I got
Yeah.
to be really careful what I say in front of her, what I do in front of her, and stuff. Like, huh? So she already know when she do something wrong, right? She'll be like, say to herself, she'll be like,
What
no cookies, no ice cream, because she already know you don't get rewarded for bad behavior around here. So she'll say it for herself, like, because she knows she didn't mess up. But also on the flip side, at first, before I really recognized that she like imitating everything I do, I like take me a shot or something. Then I realized one time her and her cousin was cheers and they what the fuck is it called? Capri Suns. And like throwing them back like they was taking shots. And I was like, oh Lord, never take a shot in front of my baby again. So yeah, the imitating thing for sure. And yeah, you do. You, my daughter get spanking. She get her little pops and stuff when she just keep going and going and not listening to what I'm saying. But I also try to explain things to her to the best of like her understanding. You know what I mean? And I mean, I used to get my ass whooped, and afterwards I would get an explanation. I heard somebody else say it too that I used to pick my own switch. Got to pick your own whooping weapon, and it better be a good switch, and even you better not be running and make your parent accidentally hit themselves because it's gonna be bad from there. But all the stuff that y'all are saying is valid. I heard somebody else say it too about people trying to dictate how somebody else raises their kid. I went through like a period with that with one of my friends. I'd be like, no, my baby can't have sugar. She can't have this. She can't. Oh, it's okay. That baby can have that. No, you can raise your kids the way that you raise your kids. If I say it's no for my baby and I don't got to explain to nobody, if it's a no for my child, it's a no. It just is what it is. But yeah, like y'all said, the being a good example. Um, taking the time to actually sit your child down and explain to them why, like not just, oh, I'm just gonna whoop your ass or whatever. Um, this is why you're getting in trouble. Help them to understand because yeah, and Demetrius, I think you were saying that if you come pick him up while he over here talking shit and running his mouth or whatever, and you gonna come save him, you setting him up for failure. Like sometimes people be like, "Oh, protect your child," but sometimes you gotta protect your child from the lifestyle they think that they're ready to have. They might be ready to run out there, run the streets, run their mouth, and run up on the wrong person, be talking crazy to the wrong person and stuff. And sometimes you gotta protect your child from that too. Cause
Yeah,
we've been there. We done bumped our heads, and now we got to protect our kids to help them try to help them navigate the world in a way where they don't have to bump their heads the way that we did. I'm done. I know that was a lot. I was like chiming
Woo!
in on what
no,
all
that
y'all was
that
saying.
No, that
that
was
was
that was
real though.
that was enough. That wasn't too
That
much. That was
that
that
was
was,
real.
as they say, powerful.
That's from a woman's version of, what I'm saying, that has a smaller child that he realized that, oh wait, they taking shots, they take doing the Capri Sun like they taking shots. That you gotta realize what you do. You When you sit up there and you smoke weed, do drugs, and
I
drink
don't
in front
smoke
of your
weed.
child and shit, and especially a small child, they think that that's okay. So what happens is if when you're not around, somebody offers it to them, they'll get that. Even when she said letting somebody else dictate what your child can do and or whatever, no, you can't do that. So if your child, if their child is going having sex at 13, 14, 15 years old, and your child hanging around with them and stuff, and you think it's okay, so it's okay for, what I'm saying, the other parent, oh nah, your mom ain't tripping, just let her do. Nah. Then when she
Mm-mm.
come up pregnant, you the one got to take care of that. You know what I'm
Look,
saying?
I'm be ready to whoop my child ass and whatever child led them to doing some shit like that, okay? And I'm ready for the parents too. But yeah, somebody else said it too. I wanted to chime in on the co-parenting thing. Um, and the different households, like I allow one here, I allow this over here, I don't allow this over there, and stuff. It can become very difficult, but I mean, people got to be mature and be adults and stuff. Look, if this ain't gonna work out and we ain't gonna be together, let's just have an understanding about how we gonna raise our child. You might be okay with certain things at your house, but let's just get on the same page when it comes to raising our child. Like me and my child father, we have disagreements, arguments. We don't get along all the time, but one thing we don't argue about is how to discipline our child. Or like if I tell her no about something, she can't run to him and he'd be like, "Oh, let her have it." Like no, he like has my back, and when he says something, I have his back too. So
That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's called maturity.
Yeah,
You know
that's what's
that
up.
some people is not about maturity. It's about what they want. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we, in the midst, especially if you live in a wild life, alcohol, drugs involved, and you messing with loose women that's on alcohol and drugs, and y'all are mixing in things like that, you might not know that person like you think you is, and you didn't created a child with them. Because most people, unfortunately, you don't have a child with the person you know. You had a child with the representative of the person that you met, and then you get to find out about that other person.
Woo,
You know what I'm
Lord.
saying? If they really a stand up dude
you
or a
ain't never
stand up
lied.
woman.
I heard somebody say it today too. Like, I think it was Keita Rose. I know the girl that used to be on tonight's conversation, but she was like,
Okay.
when you don't divorce the same person you marry, and that's the same type of idea. Oh shit, Lexi, just stop boiling over. My baby not here. She didn't hear me first, but she's not in the room with me. But you it's the same type of idea though. Like you who you was with when you probably first had, y'all decided to have a child. If y'all break up, you not breaking up with the same person you had a child with. Like they're gonna be bitter. They're gonna be mad. It's gonna be a whole totally different person.
Yeah, but and then I even say along with that's where, like I said, where the fun, because you can have fun with somebody. Just because you having fun with somebody doesn't mean you need to be with that person. But
Strap
y'all
up.
done mixed blood and semen together, so now y'all done created another person, and now y'all
Stop.
get to see
Stop. What did I
how
say?
each person acts.
What did I say?
And
I said no.
at a lot of times,
No.
it's a cold thing to say,
Sit down.
but I didn't
Sit.
said this to a lot of people. A baby is the quickest way to end a relationship. A lot of people think a baby is the quickest way to build a relationship, but a baby will cause a person that's sensible to look at their nonsense that they was doing and say they don't want that same shit around their child. But
Screw.
you know,
I
and
think I
that's
think that
just that.
I think like in high school they need to bring, what I'm saying, sex education back. They need to bring parenting classes. You know what I'm saying? Just a light version of parenting classes. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of messed up kids out here, man. And everybody's not gonna be fixed. Everybody had mental problems. It seems like, man, like every other commercial that come on TV talking about some kind of medication or something to treat this some mental
Fuck,
disorder or
leave that shit
something or
alone.
whatever. You know what I'm
That's
saying? It's kind of like, you know that society these days and stuff is trying to sweep a lot of stuff under the rug. It's a lot of disturbed houses. It's a lot of disturbed people out here, bitter, mad, and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like we was talking before, going to the club or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, people go to the club. Yeah, go enjoy yourself, but be careful. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's the representative that you see. You ain't seeing the actual backbone of the company.
and that representative can be a hell of a motherfucker. A sales rep is, sales rep could get you caught up, and then when you actually meet the right, you like, oh man, I didn't, I didn't got the booby prize.
You know
Man, I
what
don't know how many
he
people.
said
Go ahead.
about bringing back the home economics to school or whatever. But y'all know how like they'll have people come to the school and talk about their careers and stuff like that.
Yeah,
They need to have single baby mamas, single baby daddies, divorced people and stuff come to the kids. What is really like?
But if that will the people actually be honest? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people like to sugarcoat and make it look like they're doing good as of Instagram, Facebook, and all this shit, and have a delusion of where they really at in real life.
Well,
Because
that's why they got to be vetted. I mean, you don't just bring nobody up to talk to the kids, but I'm saying like, teach your real stuff, like how they, don't teach about finances and stuff until maybe you get to college and you taking something along those lines as a major. But that's stuff that we should know in regular school. Like coming up, we should be taught about those things. Like they need to give people real life examples in school, not just, oh, do your math and do your history and your English and go to PE. Like, no, real life stuff. Like, when you get out there, you want to be running around getting pregnant at 16 and you think you in love and all this and stuff. And then that man will be gone. And now you 16 years old and you a child trying to raise a child.
And that and right there, that would builds BBS. And if that's bitter bitch syndrome, because when a person decided to have a baby with someone and things didn't go right, instead of you sucking it up and trying to deal, because you done messed up a whole person's life. The other person who decided not to be there, that's a weak ass man or either a weak ass woman. Because women do give up their children too.
Oh,
Women
they
will
sure
step
do.
away from their children too. It's not just a man
It's
thing.
weekend moms.
Shit, not even being there at all. You got and then you got some parents who so busy wanting to be in a relationship with anybody, just let randoms stay at this house, bringing this dude and that dude or this woman and that woman around their child. Now, y'all know me. You know how I was living. But when my son came around, wasn't none of that shit going down that I had going on in the world. He didn't he didn't get a chance to see that because I didn't allow it to be seen, because I didn't want that him to thinking that's the way you're supposed to be. What what I did as a fault, as I look at it now, smoking weed around them, smoking weed in the car when I'm dropping them off, and I'm taking, doing things like that, because that was my mental defect. Because I was still in a cloudy, fucked up place in my mind. So now I argue with him, not argue. I'm when he come up, I open his car door. Boy, what is you doing, dude? You bringing trouble to yourself. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Stop smoking weed in your car. Stop doing that. Yeah, I know you think you're cool, but if you happen to slightly run past a stop sign or go, now you bringing unnecessary stuff to you when it comes to the law, because they're going to smell that weed. Even though it's quote unquote legal, it's not legal to be driving under the influence. You still could get a DUI, and that's going to cost you 10 bands. So you know that's just when it comes to parenting. There's no right way to parent, but there's hell of a wrong ways to parent. There's many of wrong ways to parent, but there's no one correct way. There's just ways to help. But and then just as of how you speak to people when you're on the telephone, as you said, Jazzy, your daughter is sitting there watching you. You take a shot now, they cheering up Capri Suns. Like for the single mamas who be on the phone talking that, oh, I can't wait to see you. I'm gonna blah blah blah, dude. You know what I'm saying? Give you this sloppy. Your daughter is hearing that. So you might not think your daughters is paying attention because they got an iPad or whatever. But now when she gets older and you're gonna be hearing your daughter, you know how some people is, they wonder, well, how's my daughter so wild? Because you was wild. You brought 17 dudes into your into her life. She had 17 stepdaddies in 17 years because you can't keep nobody. And now you got three different dudes that you got babies by because you so badly wanting to be loved instead of loving what you created and showing a better way. Because as they say, the fruit don't fall far from the tree. You got something in your DNA that you put in your child's DNA. And whoever you mixed your DNA with, you got to understand where they come from. So if you and that person really ain't been together and y'all could learn each other's family, you don't know what kind of stuff goes on in there. You don't know. You got to know what kind of diseases, heart disease, high blood pressure. You got to know what that other side have for your eczema. Seizures and all that. You got to know what that other side have. But if you don't know what that other side have, you don't never know what could be wrong with your child.
Look, you ain't never lied about that. All that stuff is important, and that's like why I feed my child in a certain way. Like, I let her have snacks and stuff, but like we pretty much a zero sugar household. Um, I don't give her stuff with a lot of sodium and stuff like that. But also on top of just knowing what the other side brings, you got to know which side, which things are inherited by which side. Because like you said, well, like neurological stuff, that's inherited from like the father's side. But like the diabetes and stuff, that could come from both sides. You know what I mean? So like the mother could have a neurological condition and it doesn't go to the child. It is something that's inherited from the father's side. But all that stuff matters, and usually we don't do our research on people like that before we decide to lay down and make a child.
Yeah. And another thing, you got to know if that other person that has in their family a tendency of drug abuse, are they a heavy addicts, rather gambling addicts, weed addicts, alcoholism. All of that is an addiction. You got to know if that other person is addicted, easily to be addicted to anything. All that stuff matters. It all matters. So that's the wonderful tale. Do anybody got any wild stuff to tell that has happened to them this weekend, or has everybody been hunky dory?
Well, y'all just remember Lex's family is like known for killing their family and stuff like that. And she spent the night at my house, so if something happened to me, y'all know what happened. But I had saw a story the other day about some guy that got arrested recently for a murder he did back in 1982. They finally got his ass. A white guy. Yeah, I sent it to you.
Just laying in a sleep bag, yeah. You did. Damn. Hey, 25.
What?
Damn. How old is dude? Now?
Hey, hey, somebody coming up distorted.
Yeah.
Say what?
Somebody was coming out distorted. It sounded like somebody was saying something, but it didn't come out clear.
Yeah. I was gonna say, but shit, if you did a murder in 82 and you just getting caught now in 25, what's that? 92, 02, 12,
That's
22,
40 some years, so
40,
45 years, 46.
43 years.
No,
So how old was that man? And murder, there's no statute of limitations on murder, so you done.
yeah. But I mean, he sure got away with it for a while. He still live. He basically got to live his life out.
Yeah. And now gonna
Because
spend
let's
the
just
rest of
say
his
he probably was already in his 20s or something like that when he did it. So he could be like upwards 65, 70 years old by now.
yeah, and was that
Be on
person
his
ever
way
went
out
to jail?
already.
That person
I'm
might have
sorry.
went to jail a few times before too. Damn. Cold shit. Cold shit. That man, the police wasn't doing their job. That's a cold case.
I mean, but like all the stuff that we have nowadays, like all the technology, your phone was hitting off this power and, like all the different things that we have now that, yeah, it's spilling over. I turned it down some. Um,
So what y'all over there making for Thanksgiving?
We're prepping right now. We are having, well, tonight for dinner, we just having some chopped cheese burgers and some cheese fries. But we are gonna have dressing, macaroni and cheese. What we having? Turkey wings, southern style green beans, turkey wings, ham, and that's it, right? And deviled eggs, and we have the cinnamon rolls for dessert.
Aha.
So Lexus is making the turkey wings, the ham, the dressing, right? I'm making the macaroni and cheese, the southern style green beans, and the deviled eggs.
Aha. Ah. Fellas, what y'all doing for Thanksgiving?
I am here with my brother and my mom. We usually would go to Sacramento at my auntie's house, but my uncle, her husband, had passed away, and she had to move out of the house since then. So it's just gonna be us here this year. I don't know if it's gonna change next year, but it's us here this year.
That's right. That's right. Have fun with the family. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Is anybody else going to be on their job? Because I will be at the office locking in until damn near 6 o'clock.
I would have worked because I work from home, but I still cook my food and be right on that work. But I'm off tomorrow and Friday.
Well, that's good. That's good. I will be working. I'm not going to see no family because when I get off work, I still have a drive to get home, and I'm not gonna feel like going nowhere to sit there for 30 minutes to turn back around to come home so I could get up and go to work the next day. So they all gonna have to miss me, and I'll probably see them on Christmas, maybe. But normally around this time, I'm usually sick than a dog on around the Thanksgiving time. I don't know, for like 10 years straight, I always got sick around Thanksgiving.
Mm.
And that's always the worst, when you get like sick at the most inopportune times. It could be a holiday, or it could be in the middle of the summertime. It's the worst.
Hey, you
Yeah.
know what? This is for Lexi. I
Huh?
just put I just put on a Cajun roast. They cook that up since uh, since since I didn't get invited to the skybox and all that stuff like that.
Can you
Cabo.
explain what a Cajun roast is?
You ain't never had no Cajun roast?
No, I've only had
No,
somebody
but I'm
say
very
that to me.
interested, and I like the recipe.
No, no, I can't give you the recipe.
Okay, well, just explain what it is.
It's a Cajun roast.
Sir,
That's, hey,
See, now who
so,
didn't want to get their ass whooped? Because now
meat,
you're on the way.
meat be so tender it just fall apart.
I can
See,
figure out how
see,
to make a
if I
roast
was,
Cajun.
if I would have got invited to Cabo and to the little what were we supposed to get invited again to? B?
To the yeah, the Cabo, and to the No Limit. I mean, not the No
Yeah,
Limit, the Cash Money concert.
yeah,
And
I didn't even get invited. Man, still ain't got invited. But I'm making some
Well, this
homemade.
sister ain't invite me either. So tell
I'm,
me how to do the roast and forget her,
hey,
because she ain't invite me
hey,
either.
whoever's coming to
hey,
Cabo,
look,
please gotta put
look.
out.
With some,
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
that's
With some
all.
vegetables,
Put
you know
that's
what
now
I'm
that's
saying?
you.
Carrots, all that stuff like that, onions and all that cut up in there and
You just
everything.
want to bring your baby and your friend, your
Then
roommate.
plus some them homemade mashed potatoes and stuff like that. I'm getting away from that traditional shit because last year I did the Cornish hens and shit and turkey before that. I want something different.
Yeah, that's why
Okay.
when I get off this, I'm not gonna keep us on too much longer. I'm gonna try to run to a store and find. I've been looking for lamb chops because I want me some lamb chops.
I know how
Like
to
I
make
said,
them too.
I got
huh?
mine from Sprouts
I
when
know
they
how to
were
make
good
lamb
price.
chops too. You know what I'm saying? See, let's see, you messed up. You messed up. Boy, I'd have fixed you a 5 or 10 course meal and stuff. We'd have been in the
You can't
skybox.
come to Cabo with me.
Nah, I told you. I told you what the deal was. I'll find my own place to stay. You know what I'm saying? I got my piece. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no ugly nigga. So, you know what I'm saying? Somebody take me in for the next couple of days.
Yeah, because whoever I'm taking to Cabo.
Oh, you treating? Hold on,
No.
you
See?
treating?
See?
I
That's what
said
I'm talking
whoever's
about.
going to Cabo with me got to put out.
So you
So,
wait a minute. Hold on. Time out.
Wait,
Time out.
I
You
gotta be.
tricking?
what'd you say?
You tricking, huh?
Well, I mean, my vacation was free. My part was free. I just got to
Wait,
pay for my plane ticket.
wait,
You get,
wait. Oh, so
You
you
just
just
said
oh,
whoever you taking. That means you purchasing tickets and shit.
she said they gotta put out. The food ain't gonna be enough.
because I
But
went
ain't
to,
you the same person that said you could come to somebody's
Stacy,
house and they
Stacy's
bet
went to a
not
time.
expect? And huh?
Wait, what'd you
Ain't,
say?
wait a minute. Hold on. You said that if you come to somebody's house, if they call you and you go over there, that they bet they don't have to that you don't have to put out if you don't choose to. And even if you was invited somewhere on a plane trip to go to out of state, you ain't gotta put out. But it's different for you, huh?
Yep, exactly.
Cute.
Just like the double standards that men always have. Yes.
Hey,
Mm.
And she didn't say she was paying. She said if you just want to come along on
When
the
you
trip,
say
but you
you
still got to
taking
put out.
somebody, you taking. That means you are purchasing. That when if you ask somebody to go to dinner, you have to pay for that.
Shit.
oh boy.
If you ask
Maybe you
somebody,
do.
no, no, no. Y'all
Hey,
know
Oh
I
And
don't
I
give a
no.
decided I
shit.
might want to
there
be,
you
I might
go.
want to be
I don't come
alone
out
in
the
Cabo
pocket.
because I'm gonna
And
have a
Hey,
new
hey,
body
if
by
you
you,
meet me
then.
and we on
Wait,
some
I can't
single
hear
shit,
anybody.
I said I might want to be alone in Cabo because I'm gonna have a new body by then.
Your ass is retarded.
You know, I'm getting my surgery. I'm about to have my body. You wait, what does Nikki say? You ain't fuck Nikki, you fuck the old body. You ain't fuck Lexi, you fuck the old body.
wait, but you can't do anything, man, for a while once you after you had that surgery and shit like that.
I'll be healed up by then.
Oh, you just want to get dragged. That's what. Oh no, see that. You know that. Hey, that's double standards, man. I don't know, man.
Mm.
That's just double
no,
standard,
that's
man.
just that's a woman being a woman. Where you know what I'm saying? They talk so much shit, but when it comes down to them, the rules change. You know.
The double standard. Exactly. Men have them. So,
So
but
that I
I ain't
mean,
gonna lie. I ain't like that.
I'm gonna be like this. I'm gonna say it. I know I'm gonna be hated by this. For women that got 3 and 4 children by 3 and 4 different dudes talking about you know your worth and you know this and you know that. No, you don't. Yo, you ain't worth that much. Because if you out here, I'm gonna say it again. I said it last night. My auntie told me this when I was 22 years old, before I had a child, because I don't have
This
children.
nigga
I
said
have one
before I had the
child.
children.
I have one child. You know what I'm saying? I just think, yeah, I might have been loose dick McFly out here dropping dick off on demand when I felt like it. But at the same time, I wasn't just skeeting at anything because I know what type of women I dealt with. I dealt with loose women with no morals. So you know what I'm saying. So I wasn't just I ain't just dropping raw. I wasn't going raw ridiculous and everything, which a lot of people need to
Only
understand.
because Nana
Ridiculous.
and
Yeah. Yep.
The Little
You know
Mermaid.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You gotta keep you when you get like this, you gotta put something on it. Don't take it off and go in, and don't just bing and stick it in. You gotta put something on it when you bing up. So you know what I'm saying?
Well,
Don't
I don't know who's gonna be mad at that because I feel the same way about women and men too. Now,
so
I will say I did want to be married before I had kids, but I didn't have my kid till 35 years old, and I kind of was like, okay, it's kind of now or never because I ain't finna have no baby at 40, and so I wasn't married, but I mean, we still together, I guess.
yeah.
Shit, but
Don't yeah. But I'm my auntie told me this when I was 22 years old. We was sitting there drinking. We was drinking on some wine together, some Arbor Mist, because that's what my auntie liked. It. She loved her some Arbor Mist. You know what I'm saying? So we was sitting there having conversation in the phone. You know what I'm saying? Her house phone was ringing because I was living at her house at that time at 22, being
Come here. Get away from me.
a fresh villain out of the county jail and all that shit. Um, she was like, I know you deal with a lot of these girls, boy. You deal with a lot of women, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you this, because I see you be playing with some of these girls that got children. If the woman, if the woman, if the woman has two or more children and they're by more than two men, and one of the men is not doing life, and or the other man ain't dead, and she doesn't be with either one of them, you don't mess with them women because they didn't destroy two, then being able to mess up two families. If you can't get it right, something ain't right with that woman. She won't get it right with the third. She won't get it right with the fourth. So don't ever procreate with a woman that has two children already and she's never been married, or that person that she had either the two children with or one child with is not dead or in jail. You know. Now I'm 48 years old. That was 26 years ago. I only had one child, and my son mother, she had a daughter. Before. So, and when you go back on things, it's like, wow. So, like I said, for people be out here talking about even with the dudes, because she told my cousin who came in crying about some dude she was messing with. She said, "Look here, little girl, you need to calm all that down. You crying over a man who is so loose with his penis.
Mm,
He's skeeting in 7 different women.
Skeet.
He done skeeted in 7 women and don't have a place of his own to stay. What is you thinking about? Why did you pick up something why you picked up somebody else's trash and think you gonna make a diamond out of that trash?"
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, right? Back in the day, I was, you know what I'm saying, from home to home until that light bulb came up on my head and said, "Get your own shit." That's a game changer. Ever since that, I didn't have my own shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I don't feel like opening the door, I answer the phone. You can knock all you want.
Man,
It ain't
man.
going it's not gonna benefit you because I'm not gonna open the door. I don't have to answer my phone and I choose who I want to be with because I'm single. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be with nobody. I can sit up in this motherfucker by myself with this dog.
look, you. What's your sign?
Who?
You that just said that.
I'm an Aries.
Oh, I thought you was a Pisces because I'm like, I can be single for like the rest of my damn life. Me, my baby, and my cat, and not have a care in the world. It's actually better to not even feel like dealing with a nigga
Aries
and
do
they attitudes or dealing
right.
with any of that. I'd rather
Peace of mind.
just be
That's
single.
what it is.
Yeah. And if I want to date, I'll go out and date. And if I want to do something else, I'll go do that safely and take my ass right on home and you go your way.
Oh yeah. Because when I was single and living by myself, oh my God, I enjoyed my life. I enjoyed it to the fullest.
I do
I
too. I
overly
do not.
enjoyed it.
I
You
man,
know.
it's so peaceful. I get off work, I come to the house and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? And just relax, sit on the, you know what I'm saying, on the couch and just think about peace. I ain't gotta be arguing with no nigga. I ain't gotta be nothing. You know what I'm saying? If I'm fly talking, I ain't gotta answer my damn phone. You know? Don't pop up.
Oh no. See, I used
I
to
treat
tell
I
all the
treat
women I deal with, you pop up at
I
my
treat you
house,
just like you
that's
would
gonna
treat
be
me if
hurt.
you
You
was
gonna
pop
hurt
up.
your own feelings. And some women used to say, what you mean by that? Because your cousin or your friend, your sister, somebody might be here. Oh, you trying to say you would get it in with my sister or my cousin? I'm single. And if they want to be victimized, they can be victimized. Because, like I said, I was wild. I was out there dropping it off. I was coming in. I'm handsome. I had a good hustle. I had my own spot. That's a very attractive to women. Women like men who got women. Women like men who can handle their own. And then women also like bums. They feel they could. Oh, I could fix him. I could fix him. I could make him into something, girl. You watch.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's just me. Do you ladies, when y'all was out wild, doing whatever it is that you was doing?
First of all, what does out wild mean? Define that.
Well, I ain't
Cause
gonna say you
I
was
girl summer.
when you was out there single, ready to
I girl
mingle.
summer.
hmm look, I was single for 10 years.
Was
Okay.
was you attracted to men that had did a, was a man that had his own? Was that attractive to you, or did you, or you was you a woman that's like I like a recreation project?
Um, I would say I probably lean more towards the one who needed fixing, but I'm just gonna say for myself, I've always been like I got a job, two jobs, going to school, doing DoorDash on the side, Lyft, Uber, all that and stuff. Like I'm I do like for a man to have his own, be able to take care of himself. And I got my own, and we bring that together and we build on that, right? But I am like a totally independent person. I'm not dependent on anybody else's income to survive. So I it's not that I don't like money, but I'm not attracted to money. I'm attracted to a person, like who a person is. You can have millions and billions of dollars. Like y'all know that thing that be going around like, oh, would you be a man with a man who gives you an allowance of $100,000 a month, but he beats you every Friday? Uh,
What the
no, like you can have a lot of money and be like a real fucked up person. Like I'm attracted to like who a person is, the way you think, the way you treat me, the way you treat other people. Like even I guess for lack of a better word, I'm gonna just say a bum on the street, like a homeless person. Like if you be nasty towards them, I'm gonna look at you like, ugh, you know what I mean? That's another human being. They just in a messed up situation. If you mean to animals and shit. Like I'm attracted to who a person is, and I mean I do like them to look good. I ain't never been with an ugly nigga, but I guess I have leaned more towards the I can fix him
I can
type of
fix him.
thing. And it's not even like on purpose. That's just like who I'm attracted to. I guess like unintentionally because just of yeah I'm a nurturing type of person like like you can ask Alexis. I've been like this my whole life. I will like literally give you the shirt off my back because I know I could go home and I got another shirt and you might not have one. Like when she used to take me when I went to Barbizon modeling school when I was like 12 years old, 13, my
Right.
dad used to give me the money for the bar and like the money to eat. And Lexus always had to buy my food and pay for my way home because I would give my money out to all the people on the street. Like I'm a nurturing person. I'm a person that likes to take care of people. And so unintentionally or unconsciously, I wouldn't say I'm attracted to. I think my
No.
spirit and my being attracts people that needs to be taken care of,
Mm.
if that makes sense.
Mm. Okay. All right. I mean, hey, man, that's interesting. Miss Lex, what are you? You like a recreation project or, or a man who got his shit together and you
I
know
mean,
that
I like
he's
niggas who got their shit together. I like thugs. It's like I tell my sister now, the nigga I fuck kind I whatever with he's I used to call him an old YN. And I was like, this nigga is an old YN. He is and I don't know how else to explain it. He's an old YN. Okay. Yeah, he's an OYN. So I mean, like I mean, I like niggas. I like thugs. I do like the thugs because I like the attraction. I feel like as somebody who can keep me who I feel safe around because a thug might always
so
be.
but is it a recreational project thug or is it a thug that is an established with having their game together?
I mean, they gotta have their game together. Like have a hustle, a profitable hustle, like a hustle that can keep the bills paid for you, or a hustle you got a job and you just a thug mentality. I
What if
never,
he's like, I don't pay for you. You gotta take care of your own shit. We ain't together. We just fucking.
no, I never have that problem. A nigga always wants to take care of me.
You see, I tried to cook for her, just you know, quick pro quo, and she turned me down. You know what I'm saying? You know, he was like, no, no, no.
You gotta come better than that. Niggas cook every day, B. You got to come better than that.
Look.
Shit.
She would have been able to do her
Every
own thing. I've been able to do my own thing. You know,
No, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. It's like staticky.
she'd have been able to do her thing. I've been able to do my thing. You just met up at the airport.
Bro, so I got something for y'all. I'm so tired of this building. I can't wait to do this. So they didn't put a whole thing about so people still in packages. Y'all know it's the holidays and stuff. They put a whole ass new thing in the
uh
elevator.
oh.
I wish I could
You
show
turned to
y'all,
robot.
but
You're a
Oh,
robot
you
right
breaking
now.
up, Jazz?
You're a robot.
Go get it, boy. Go get it.
that's why I was
Go
saying I
get it,
wish I
boy.
could show y'all, but it's not gonna even work in the elevator. But
I
they
actually
built a
seen that.
whole ass thing. Can y'all hear
I,
me now?
yeah,
They
I actually
built the
seen
whole
it on
ass
the news.
thing.
They
I
built a
actually
whole
seen
ass
it.
thing in the elevator to hold the photos of the people they caught on camera still in packages. But I'm like, why is that? I don't know. This building just get on my nerves. But yeah, be aware they out there still in packages. You know, it's the holidays and
Porch
niggas don't
pirates.
want to go work hard for their own shit. They had a lady, one lady came in my building. She had her whole ass kid with her. Got into the building. Some people let her in, went into our garage that you have to have a key to get out of. And you have to have a key to get into and get out of. And somebody is just letting her in, and she stole hella packages with a whole ass kid on her hip, a white
Mm.
girl.
Uh, terrible.
Wow. Wow.
That's why
Terrible.
I called the police on white people when they're doing stuff. Oh, I was I was getting on Bart, and I heard somebody. I was getting ready to tag the gate, and I heard somebody say, "I'm just gonna squeeze in behind her." So I'm like, "No, the fuck you not!" And I said, "I will let this gate close and go through the side gate with the after the agent let me in." And I surely did let the gate close. Like you're not squeezing in behind me. No, I don't want no dirty ass white person squeezing in on my butt to get in this gate.
Trying to get a free fill.
I
Fully
don't
filled.
care, but you're
Would have got
dirty
a
and
free
you.
slap,
You're right. You're dirty and you
a free
smell. And
mace, a free tase, a
right.
free stab.
He was like, "Why are you being a hater?"
y'all,
One
Oh,
more
y'all
that's
some
time,
what
violent.
I
all you
was
hair
supposed to tell
product
y'all
people,
about.
all you people that's out there pushing products for hair, if you need a hair model, come hook, get at me.
Nah, your
Get
shit hella long now, Demetrius.
y'all these long luxurious locks. You know what I'm saying? I can be your hair spokesperson. You know what I mean? Because these is beautiful, all natural location. You know what I'm saying? six
Look, and
years. This is
we gonna throw in my baby because she's 3 years old
Okay,
and her
her
hair is
hair is
down to her
beautiful.
legs. It's down to her legs, okay, thick and healthy. But this is the story I was supposed to tell y'all about. So last Friday, I didn't want to cook, so I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna order me and my baby some pizza and wings."
oh
And um, no, not Round Table, Mountain Mike's. They had like a little lunch special deal going on, and it was cheaper or whatever. And hey, y'all, it was cheaper, so I ordered from them. But I usually order from Round Table. So my shit shows up no seal on the pizza box or the chicken or whatever. And so I when the guy get here, he don't speak English and stuff, but I ended up seeing my neighbor and he translated for me. And so he was like, the guy said that that's how it was given to him, blah blah blah. And he, didn't do nothing to it, all that good stuff, right? So I get back into my little apartment or whatever, and I open the shit up and it's a whole ass slice of pizza missing. A
What?
whole ass slice missing, but it was like he tried to move the
they
pieces
tried to
together
close it
where,
back in to make it like
yeah. And I was like, I already in my head, because it had no seal, I'm not finna feed that shit to my baby. That's not finna happen. So
Hell no.
I already was asking for a refund or whatever. But and my baby got her pizza and her wings. I ended up getting the little credits or whatever on DoorDash and reordered us from Round Table. But I'm like, some people might see this as bad, but like if I feel like some food is not good enough for me, I wouldn't even get that shit to a homeless person. I'm like, if I'm not gonna eat it, if it's not good enough for me, I think something might be wrong with it. I wouldn't even give it to them. So, and I really hate to waste all that food, but I'm not giving that shit to nobody because he could have did something to it.
Yeah, you could have had. It's some evil people out there.
it's some people out there that's weird,
Yeah,
and
and I'm
everyone
like the
knows.
type of person, if you deliver my pizza, you was like, "Oh, I've been running around, I'm hungry. Can I get a slice of that pizza?" I would have gave your ass a slice of pizza and some chicken. I would have literally went up and got like some Tupperware that I don't care about and got you a piece of pizza, some chicken and some napkins and got you a water and sent you on your way. You don't got to steal from me.
And yeah, it's all on the pizza and everything. Probably took a wing or two.
I don't know. I didn't even count the wings. Once I seen that, I was like just disgusted. But I was
That's,
already not going to eat it because it had no seal on it, and I was like, "What the? No, I'm not eating that, and I damn sure ain't giving it to my baby."
You did right. You did right. Ain't no telling these people are wicked out here in these streets. They could have sprinkled some
Yeah,
fentanyl on there or something.
they could have put it. That's exactly what I was thinking. Some shit, and I'd be up in this motherfucker didn't had a heart attack or something because
hey,
some dumb motherfucker.
just to let you know. Yeah.
Say
So
what, D?
I said, just to let them know, the women, you know what I'm saying, about my cooking skills. I cook with gloves like the chefs do on TV. I got about a whole box of gloves. Every time I cook something different, I change gloves up.
Oh, I need some gloves because I'm gonna have to be up here taking off all this turkey
Oh, I
meat.
got some gloves. Lex, stay in
Okay,
the drawer
good.
with the tinfoil and the Ziploc bags.
Okay, that's
The one right
good.
by the
Thank you.
stove. Yes, ma'am. Now because I don't like touching raw meat.
Uh,
I will do anything not to touch raw meat. Now I don't necessarily cook with gloves, but when I touch the raw meat, clean my meat off and stuff like that, I use gloves.
I cook.
um, well, that's good to know because I need some gloves to take all this turkey meat off for my dressing.
All right, Lexi. Get it to get it done.
Yeah, my mama taught me how to make dressing, and it's good. It tastes like
Nah,
hers.
it's the bomb though. It really is, y'all.
Well, all you beautiful people, we have had an interesting Wild Wednesday.
Oh, before we go, let me tell you about this video I saw. So I guess this lady fell in the lake, Lake Merritt, and the police and the ambulance and the
Or
fire department were there, and nobody wanted to get in the lake to save this lady. They had like the flashlights, and they were on the edge of the lake calling to her like, "Swim this way, over in the keep swimming this way." It's
Don't know
like
what they make.
nobody wanted to get in that nasty Lake Merritt. And
Oh,
my whole
that
thing is, it'd be 105 degrees sometimes in Oakland, even hotter. And you never see nobody sticking their feet in that water, nobody swimming in that water.
Back in the
What would
day, they was
possess
bagging
you?
bodies out of there. They would.
What
I ain't
does
even. I ain't never seen no fish swimming there.
they have
I,
fish because I saw some white lady on the news said that there's some salmon in there. I wouldn't eat it.
what?
Yeah.
Ain't no way in hell a salmon in that dirty ass
Yep,
shit.
they was pulling out the salmon, and then they also showed the little dead salmon that were on the side of the lake on the shallow part that you can see. I was like, see, that tells you it ain't nothing. It ain't cool to take not to consume nothing out of there. Remember when Bart Simpson went fishing and he pulled the little three-eyed fish out the water? That's what
what?
I imagine would be the fish in the lake.
that's why I said you go into Lake Mary, your ass gonna mutate. You gonna go in regular and come out a crackhead.
You
And
gonna
it's
come out with
always
dysentery.
and it
Turn
right.
into the toxic Avenger.
And it's always people of the pilgrim descent that are swimming in that lake. Like, why
The
are you swimming in
YT
the lake?
people.
Yes. Nobody swims in that lake. It don't matter how hot it is. Everybody will stand on the lake, barbecue on the edge, but nobody goes in the water. Nobody. Ever. What possessed you to get in that lake? And she was just
Even
out
the
there
ducks don't stay in
backstroking.
that pond for long.
Hey, look,
Right.
hey, if you ever swam or waded in Lake Mary, email the Booster Tech Show. We want to talk to you.
Right. We wanted to know if you mutated. When did you
Look, they
turn
probably ain't here no more if
when
they
did
ever
your
been in that
right.
lake.
When did your third leg grow in?
Man, sixth finger.
That
Right.
makes me think of a comedy show. So if y'all never watched it, you can find it on YouTube. So I'm gonna leave y'all with this little gem because I know it's about that time. But Patrice O'Neill, Elephant in the Room, funny as hell.
Patrice been funny.
Patrice
Patrice
O'Neill.
O'Neill,
Yeah,
Elephant in the Room.
he's more he writes a lot of sitcoms. He's one of them sitcom writers.
Well, he's passed away
Yeah,
now,
he passed away.
Oh,
He like
but he
died years
funny as
ago,
hell.
like on the comic when Comic View was out.
oh, damn.
But
Okay.
he was funny.
Long time ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a long time ago. Yep. But Thanksgiving will be in a few hours. Depend on what part of the planet you on. If for the people that's been watching out in Africa and France, happy Thanksgiving. For them people in Saudi Arabia that's been watching the show, happy Thanksgiving. Um, for all you people, whether you in Canada, the East Coast, New York, Budapest, wherever you at, San Juan, Portugal, Mexico
Cabo.
City, wherever you at. Happy Thanksgiving. Like, follow, and subscribe. If you got something wild, leave a message on the Booster Take Show at Gmail. Best believe it will get read by me. I will read it. And if I feel it's a mouth-watering subject, I will speak on it and let the panel have at it. To my guy who woke up with liquor store draws. I've got the last email. He's back there. He's back at home.
Good
And
job, buddy. Good job.
you know what I'm saying? He had to go through some things. He had to go through some things. So, and his woman decided to let him back in and stuff. So you have
Black
a
man.
happy Thanksgiving with your family that you earned to get back because
And
you
don't beat up on no more old people.
Don't fuck up,
and
nigga.
Liquor Store Draws got some words for Lady Lex. He says Lady Lex sounds like a gold digger.
I am not a gold digger.
Said Lady Lex must have her shit all the way together
I really do. I got a roof over my head, paying my bills by myself, and a job
to
that I've
be
been
so
after.
judgmental of
I'm not
people,
so judgmental, but I'm
even
just saying he knows
and,
what.
and you're such a man basher.
I'm not a man basher. I'm actually very submissive.
What?
I'm
Only
actually
for a
I
few
really
minutes.
am, and I
You
am
seem like
actually
some
like. I mean, not even well, not just in the sexual way. I'm submissive, like in my attitude in a
right.
I don't think
relationship.
so, Lex. You're kind of hardcore sometimes, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Some of the things you say, Lex, is kind of mean.
Carl didn't get my submissiveness because Carl was always accusing me of bullshit.
I'm weird, you know. Yeah, we gon' you know.
Go by right now. You know Lexus is non-confrontational. You know I was the mouth and the muscle. Okay, like Lexus is non-confrontational. Lexus
Jazzy,
is not
you was
gonna
just
sit up
you
there.
you was the chihuahua. You was that
Carl was
Whoa.
a
chihuahua.
wawa,
You
okay?
know how I was. Okay, I'm a hothead and stuff, but Lexus is not gonna sit up and argue with you. She's like, okay, you got it. Uh,
Lexi
Lexus is
revenge is
not like that.
different.
You know that.
Lexi does different kind of revenge. But
Yeah,
we
yeah. I just
all
go fuck your partner. I'll show you, or I mean, I just said I'll show
Hey,
you.
we
I
was
was
just
like,
talking
I'm
about
the
that
type of
last
girl
night.
that will,
All right,
We was
Trina.
I'll, I'll,
about that
I'll
last
swallow
night.
the, and then lick, and then roll all your blunts. That's how I
see.
get
Oh,
my
oh.
revenge.
No, Alexis is like this. I think one time she got mad at her dad a long time ago, and he
Uh oh. They
she
laughing
like
before they
hid his
finish. Oh my God, it's gonna be.
she hid his
This
glasses
is hella
like
funny.
under the couch, helped him look for it and all kind of shit. Okay, Lexus is like that. So yeah,
So
she'll have
you
an
hid your
alternative
father's
revenge.
glasses under the
And he would
couch
be
and
asking her
helped
Jasmine
him try
daddy,
to
like,
find
hey,
them.
let me borrow your glasses so I can read this Jesus. When they worked at the laundromat together.
Whoa.
We people let all right. We
That's why I said she's spending the night at my house, y'all. I don't know if this heifer might have a grudge or some. If something happened to me, y'all know who did it, okay?
well
I'm
well
sorry.
tonight don't be out there whoring.
Oh,
She ain't got
Too
nobody to
bad you
whore
missed
with.
yesterday's show, Alex.
You missed yesterday. That's all I gotta
Oh
say.
man, too bad you missed yesterday's show because somebody on the show said they have an OnlyFans where they're doing push-ups and lifting weights.
Is it a stripper
Hey,
friend?
get that money. Get your money.
Is it a stripper friend who has the OnlyFans?
I'm not saying no names, but somebody has an OnlyFans where they're doing push-ups and lifting weights.
Look, if I had one, I'd be promoting it. Just chime the hell in and give me my coins.
And also, as we said, the Booster Tech Show is friendly to all whores, man whores, woman whores. If you
Oh,
have ever whored, whether you getting paid, if you're a professional whore, professional whores are strippers. streetwalkers, porn stars, and OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? If you ever been in that type of whoring, salute to you. And for you free whores who just out here freaking for the fuck of it, you're also
Look,
good too.
no, you're not.
Yes,
Like
you
T-Shirt
are.
said, what
We
he
want to
said
hear
in
your
that
story.
song,
Y'all could come on and email the Booster Take Show and tell your story of a horosity.
my veracity.
Yes,
Or
because when you are a sex athlete, when you have reached that threshold and you got a doctorate in headology, or they say a eater, you just make sure. And one more thing, hold on. Can I ask you women, do you like to get spit on below or above or below the waist?
Yeah, because if a nigga spit
Oh
on
my
me, I'm
God.
gonna smack the fuck out of him. Explain what does that mean?
wait.
Oh my
Above the
God.
waist
You
or
missed the
below
last
the
show.
waist? Do you like to get spit
I
on?
guess above the waist because I don't like to be spit started.
What is spit
I don't like
on
to.
to
I don't need to
me?
be spitted below the waist.
Wait,
And
did
do
you just
you,
say
as
this
women, do
started?
you spit above or
Wait.
below the
Like
waist?
a spit like out your mouth, like a nigga actually spit on me? Are you saying something else?
Wait.
Spit
He
on
said something
above the
else.
waist is if somebody spit on you above the waist, that's cause for violence. But if they spit on you below in the public region, is that okay?
No, I don't want nobody spitting in my cooch. I don't need gingivitis in
And,
my cooch.
no, and BV and all kind of shit is
Right.
about here. If
You
you
just
spit
said
on me, I'm gonna slap you. We're gonna
I'm
be fighting.
sensitive. I don't want
And do
your
you spit on
gingivitis.
men above or below the waist? Is
I
it
wouldn't spit on nobody. That's disrespectful as fuck. I don't care what capacity setting we in. You spit on me, we finna fight.
I mean, I do spit, but
I swallow.
I'm too old to swallow.
Uh,
I don't
hey,
swallow no
I'm
more.
out, I'm out of here, man.
I fake swallow.
Like I didn't had enough of that.
My damn jaws hurt this shit laughing.
Yeah, I learned how to fake swallow. So
I gotta use the bathroom.
no, you spit it right in your hand and wipe on the wet spot. Shit.
Oh,
okay?
a nigga better not even think about spitting on me. Is we gonna have problems.
Hey, they might
Oh
want to
my God.
visit Tycoon and them little and that little fight thing next week.
Oh man. Oh man. Okay. I gotta go find me a rack of lambs, some lamb chops somewhere.
Sprouts had some and they were a good price.
From where?
Sprouts and they had a good
Sprouts.
price.
Sprouts
Mhm.
got some lamb chops.
Mhm.
All right. I'm about to go find me a sprout real quick, drink me another thing of tea because my throat is itchy and it's messing with me.
Mm. Take some vitamin
Everybody,
C too.
excuse me.
You know what? You take some vitamin C too, but you know what? Go get a lime, and no matter how it
Mhm.
tastes, just cut the lime and eat it raw. It'll knock all that out. I promise you.
Or you can boil you some lemons and the
And
skin and all and make you some
and
tea.
some ginger.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got some lemon ginger tea and things like that, but I don't
But
have
the
no
I
real
was gonna
lemon.
lemon
say,
and the real ginger will help you all
if you
through.
go to
I'm good.
Sprouts, Sprouts had that ginger. That remember that drink that y'all saw me making the other week? It was like pineapple ginger or something.
When you was
It was
making
some.
that lean.
No, that wasn't
Do
lean,
you want
man.
to put
I was
your
putting the.
thing up? Because I'll eat all. Okay.
It,
You
it was
know,
the
I
immune
say gluten
booster.
for chopped cheese, have them
Oh yeah, immune boost. Yeah, them immune boosters.
and the
Yeah, yeah.
cheese
That
Saturday.
vitamin
Yeah, it
C
was
and
that
all that.
inside the
Oh,
ginger.
well, it's gonna be good. It's good.
So,
I'm ready for my teams to
Hey,
wake
happy
all right,
up.
y'all. I
holidays,
gotta hurry
everybody.
up and get off this before Sprouts and all these other places close on me, and I won't be having no lamb chops. So,
Yeah.
this has been the Booster Take Show, Wild Wednesday number 12.
Happy
Uh,
holidays, everybody.
Yeah, happy
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 holidays.
holidays and all
holidays.
the good shit
Happy
to
Turkey
you.
Day.
Happy holidays.
To all the
Oh, happy
whores,
holidays, y'all.
to all the whores out there, keep doing your whore thing. To all the squares out there, keep squaring up the building. And everybody here, all y'all have a good time with your family or friends or the job y'all gonna be at. We will continue these wild conversations next week. And there's nothing else for me to say. Just don't spit on people. Get on so you can
Don't
get spit
cry.
on. And last thing I gotta say is ha cha 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 cha. Don't you wanna peace, love, and hair grease. All right, y'all.
Bye.